Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be about...
I'm sorry, man, you're not allowed to be in there.
What? Oh, all right. It's going to be about the experience of imposter syndrome and the fear of being thrown out at any point. Graham, thank you so much for demonstrating that. I hope that gives people a real sense of what it feels like to go through life at any point being ready to be discovered to be an imposter, like you're not supposed to be there, or being thrown out of something that you think you belong in. So, this video is going to look at which part of the body that emotion's held in, and how to turn that experience into one where you feel at home, where you feel you belong, and where you can use that to then be more successful at whatever it is you're looking to do. So, let's go into more depth into, first of all, the parts of the body that hold the emotional energy of feeling welcome and belonging. So there's two key areas. One is actually in the feet, and so that's your relationship to the space that you're in and how comfortable you are to remain in that space. Okay, so obviously, if you're having that imposter syndrome and you feel awkward about entering a place, or you feel that your time there is going to be cut short, it's going to be abrupt, then that's going to affect the energy in your feet. You won't feel grounded, you won't feel stable. But the other area is in the heart chakra, and that is about the experience of feeling welcomed, okay, or feeling rejected, okay? So, in that area, if you're walking in with a fear or an expectation or a memory of when you were rejected in the past, or worrying that you have to do something before you can feel comfortable in space, then there's always going to be that part of your mind that's managing, if you like, or worrying about, oh, what if I don't do the right thing? And then someone either asks me to leave or actually physically throws me out, okay? So, how do you clear that energy? So let's look at some hints and tips to do with the energy in the feet and in the heart, and how we can then turn that around to give you the experience that I normally have, which is wherever I go, I feel at home. In fact, most people treat me as though I'm part of the fixtures and fittings when I'm somewhere. And imposter syndrome really is just a concept. It's not something I really experience. Even when I walk into a firmly set team and I'm a new addition to that team. So the first thing is, in looking at how you stand, your posture, the energy in your feet, if your energy is too far into the heels, so like you're leaning back, or you're too far on your toes, both of those will give you the experience that you're not actually here to stay. You're not in the space that you're in for a significant period of time. So it's actually quite important when you're grounding yourself to think about how long are you planning on being somewhere? Like, 5 minutes, an hour, and to really then let your body know that you're going to be there a certain amount of time. I've had real success with sports people, like cricketers, actually saying they're not aiming for a particular score, but they're aiming to stay out there and bat for a particular period of time. And that makes them very difficult to move or shift. Okay, so you want to be able to do that, but at the same time, to be able to free yourself up so you don't feel stuck there. You're not obligated to be in a particular place. So sometimes just doing a little meditation or a bit of journaling about when you have felt stuck somewhere, clearing that out of your body, and equally when you thought you were going to be somewhere for ages and then you were only there for a short period of time, and really acknowledging that yes, agility and being able to change your position is important, but also being grounded and centered in whatever's happening around you is also important. Okay. Now, in terms of the heart chakra and the experience of being welcome, the most powerful tip I have for you is create a space of welcome. For you. So create that space around yourself, your personal space, and be comfortable and welcome in your own space and company. Then take that into environments. And once you've created it, expand it so that when people come into a space, they're coming into your welcome. So in other words, welcome people into your welcome, even if you're in an unfamiliar place. It feels so much more comfortable than assuming you're going into someone else's space, or that you're going into a space and you don't know who that space belongs to. You can walk along the street feeling welcome, and it will be much more comfortable meeting strangers, saying hello to people, and even navigating through a crowd if you're in your safe zone, your welcome space. Okay, so for me, that's the most powerful tip that I can give you. Make sure there's always a space where you're welcome, where you are, immediately around you, and then bring life into that space. Let me know how that affects your experience of imposter syndrome, belonging, and feeling welcome.